Sherry, are you in there? I don't mean to disturb you, but there's something urgent I need
to... Ah, there you are. I'm so glad you're all right. No, not that I thought you wouldn't be. It's just... well, maybe we should talk about this inside. You never know who might be listening out here. Oh! I see you've settled into this caravan nicely. Even with so little in it, it seems very... you. But never mind, I'm getting distracted. There is something important I needed to talk to you about. Look, I don't think this is something you should repeat to anyone. In fact, I'd prefer it if it didn't leave this caravan at all. For both of our sakes. What I'm about to say, it's dangerous. We're not supposed to discuss these things. Myel doesn't like it. He doesn't like for us to think about our lives before. But it's important for you to know, because I can see you getting tangled in his web day by day. I thought maybe he'd lose interest in you. Or at the very least decide to keep you as a mere plaything. But with this initiation, he's serious about having you. And you need to know what you're getting yourself into. I want better for you. You deserve better. Because you're a good person. Mieux que moi. Maybe we should sit down. This might take a while. Where to start? Yes. The beginning. I suppose you're right. I grew up in a tiny village in the countryside with my mother, father, and a little brother. I suppose we were happy as we could be, given how little we had. My father, he died when I was perhaps 6 years old. All my mother told me was that he worked too hard. My mother herself was always sick. Always. But she still did everything she could to give me and my brother a good life. And it was okay. We were okay. For a long time. My brother and I always got on well, and we enjoyed helping my mother out whenever she needed it. But, as it would seem is the case for so many, our happiness did not last. Believe it or not, I wasn't very strong as a child. Actually, it was quite the opposite. I was short, skinny, with a weak constitution and terrible coordination. I spent most of my childhood tripping over things and injuring myself, and my brother was much the same. I believe it was probably a consequence of being malnourished as infants. Neither of us really had the best odds to begin with. I was always bullied for being small. Young children can be devastatingly cruel without even realizing it. But, for the most part, it never went beyond teasing and taunting. Until one day, there was this group of kids who showed up when I was around 10 years old. I'm not sure where they came from. They just sort of appeared one day and started living in an abandoned hay barn just a few miles outside the village. They started causing troubles the moment they arrived, disrupting the market, setting crops alight, stealing livestock, and starting fights with the other village children. I tried to avoid them as best as I could, but it didn't always work. If I happened upon them on a bad day, they'd chase me around with sticks and throw rocks and call me names. I never really cared all that much, to be honest. I was used to that kind of behavior. And thankfully, because I never seemed to give them the response that they were looking for, they usually got bored with me. My little brother, though. He was too young to understand what they were doing. He'd get so scared. Whenever they came near him, he'd cry and try to run. And that would only spur them on. And then, one day, To be honest, I still don't really know what happened. What I do know is that I was walking back from the market when I heard screaming. I ran to see what was going on, and I found it. He was never the same after that. He couldn't walk properly. Couldn't eat without help. Couldn't even speak. He won't be able to live a normal life anymore. And it's all my fault. If I had been stronger, if I had been able to do something about those kids, maybe things would have turned out differently. Please don't say anything. I need to get this out, otherwise I may never be able to say it. I made a promise to myself that day that I'd get strong, powerful, so that no one I loved would ever get hurt again. And I tried. I really did. And I'm not really proud of it, but I even started stealing food in an attempt to help to build some real muscle. None of it worked, though. The conditions of my upbringing seem to have dictated the entire trajectory of my life. Or so I thought. Because just a few years later, Cirque des Hommes made a stop in my village. I met Myel while I was out training in the woods. He seemed to know exactly what was on my mind the moment he laid eyes on me. Of course he did. I should have known then to stay away from him. He offered me a deal. He'd grant me the strength I was so desperate for, and in return, I would join his circus. I was so naive. I believed he would let me go in time, that I could become strong and then return to help my family, to help build a better life for them. But of course, that is not how it happened. Myel is so much more powerful than you'd ever believe. If he doesn't want you to leave, then you don't leave. Not without great sacrifice. I am not entirely sure how long I have been part of this circus now. Perhaps 30 years, perhaps 40. You may have noticed already, but time passes differently when you're under Myel's spell. I could spend a century here and not even realize it. Look, Shelly, I am not telling you all of this in an attempt to gain your sympathy. I made my choice when I accepted Myel's deal. I have accepted the outcome. It is too late for me. But you still have a chance to escape this cursed circus and live the life that you truly want for yourself. You deserve so much more than to exist purely for Myel's amusement, Sherry. Of course I believe that. You deserve the world. Sherry, have you truly not noticed by now? Mon Dieu. And I thought I was being so incredibly obvious. These past few weeks we have spent together, I have developed feelings for you, Sherry. I know you have caught the attention of so many in the circus. I do not consider myself special in this regard. But that doesn't mean I care any less for you. You are one of the most incredible people I have ever met. Certainly the kindest person I've known in a very long time. You deserve so much. A real home. A real family. A real life. Not this farce that Myel has created here in the circus. And while I know I cannot make the decision for you, I would feel terrible if I did not at least let you see the reality of what a contract with Myel entails. That is all I had to say. I shall leave you to make your decision. Sherry, what is it? Oh, darling, no. I promise I could never hate you. No matter what choice you make, I will be here, right by your side. I understand the fear that comes with the mere thought of leaving the circus. It is part of Myel's spell. And so, if you choose to stay, I will only be grateful that I get to have more time with you. I would never be angry with you over something like that. Never. Sherry. We shouldn't. As much as I want to. Just talking with you like this is enough of a risk. I do not want to imagine what Myel might do should he find out anything else occurred between us. I would never forgive myself if you got hurt because of me. I will take my leave now. Please, do take the time to think about what I have said. Bonne nuit, Sherry. I will see you in the morning. Ah, Sherry. How wonderful to see you're still here. If I could just have a moment of your time, there's something I'd like to say. If you enjoyed this audio, you should definitely subscribe to our channel. We have a number of audios just like this that I'm sure you'll like. Also, if you're looking for some extra content, we have a Patreon. You can find that at patreon.com/Celesterra. I'm sure you'll find something to your tastes. Or, if you'd like a unique audio made specifically for you, you can order a commission from us. Just go to anagomi.com/commissions and let us know what you want. Well, that seems to be all for now. I suppose I should let you go. Please, look after yourself. I'm looking forward to our next meeting.